we were all stressing because there were no jokes written for Bassi. Bassi had said कि मैं कुछ कर लूंगा. So
yeah,
and
that's
we're like,
him.
अरे यार पिक्चर बना रहे कर लेगा क्या होता है, मतलब there'll be so many people, what if he's not able to deliver or whatever. And me and Shweta looking at one another and be like, dude, this is what stand-up comics do. Thank God we're just acting as them. Till I did race 3 in my life, I had never been trolled. I had always been spoken about in good ways, that are a good actor, this, that, interesting films. He does the Bombay talkies, Hawa Hawaii. A minority of people who didn't seem to agree with anything I did. Whether I posted a picture with my mother, or whether I put out a film post, whether I said something on the migrant worker issue, or whether I spoke about CAB NRC, they always wanted to oppose me. So the Zoom call has a limit of 100 people, right?
Yes.
So there were 100 people, out of which all 100 were fans. No troll came.
Alright, so today I have with me the comedy couple, Shweta, Basu, Prasad and Saqib Saleem. Welcome, both of you.
Thank you, Shweta.
Thank you.
How
Thank
are
you,
you guys?
Shweta Rashmi. How are you?
I am very well. How are you?
I'm all right.
Very well.
We all excited that the film is out now and people are watching it. So
yes.
Very excited. Already great reviews and feedback coming in. So really, really happy.
I want to know from both of you. Usually people say that doing comedy is one of the most difficult genres. Is it actually true? Was it actually tough to sort of get the punchline correct and sort of, to just have the delivery right, so that, people actually sort of connect with it and they find it funny? Was that also difficult for you?
100%. I felt like comedy is very difficult. And because it's not comedy that you are generating from within, there is a script that you need to follow. There's a character. It's not Saqib Saleem doing comedy. It's a character doing comedy. So you need to find the beats of that. So tricky hai. But pata hai kya hota hai? What I've realized, I've done a few comedy films in my life. I really enjoy being on a comedy film set. Because I feel like genuinely people want to have fun. Everybody's just cracking up, laughing. The atmosphere is very easy. It's not like when you're shooting a thriller. So I enjoy, because of my little experience in doing comedy films, I really enjoy doing comedy films. Because maza aata hai yaar. You look forward to the next day and you don't worry too much. You just go out there genuinely with an intention to enjoy yourself. Because when you're doing comedy, you really have to enjoy yourself. Only then people will see that. So that intent is always there.
As an actor, yes, of course, because the jokes that we are saying, and it's not just a comical film, which is situational comedy. It's not a sitcom. It is out and out comedy where we are playing comedians. We are playing stand-up comedians where the jokes are written by the writers. So I think that was the difficult part. Personally, for me, personally speaking, I think Saqib would also agree, because both of us, we had extensive workshops and readings before we started filming with Nachiket sir, our director. And we tried as much to personalize the stand-up pieces, because Deep and Zoya have an on-stage personality and an off-stage personality, which is the character. And on stage, they have this like Zoya, and they work differently. And when the dialogues are so well written, the jokes are so well written, you have to really try as an actor to just maintain the within the line, because it's a very thin line. You cross it and it becomes slapstick. You cross it and it becomes, it might not land, and the audience might just say, okay, that wasn't funny. Why were the actors trying so hard?
Were there also any tips that you got from Anubhav Bassi, because he was a part of one of your stand-up acts right in the beginning? Were there any tips that you guys got from him?
We were in splits when he was shooting. We were not there. Like,
we realized what a stand-up comic does. We realized we realized.
It was so funny. He was improvising on the go. My God. Saqib.
So no, he's a damn chill guy, yaar. He's a really, really, really chill guy, and I really like him as a stand-up comic. I started following him quite recently, and I really enjoyed his storytelling technique. So we were contemplating as to which stand-up comic to go with, because the film starts with Anubhav, right? Bassi se picture shuru hoti hai. So we really wanted somebody who we all like as a stand-up comic to come and start it. There were enough names floating around. Then all of us saw Anubhav's bit and we like, "Arey, we should just get him. He's so damn funny." And till one day before the shoot, we were all stressing because there were no jokes written for Bassi. Bassi had said कि मैं कुछ कर लूँगा. So and we're like, अरे यार पिक्चर बना रहे कर लेगा क्या होता है, मतलब there'll be so many people, what if he's not able to deliver or whatever. Next day we go on set and I'm talking about 7:30 in the morning when nobody wants to laugh, right? Everybody is half sleepy. From 7:30 till 10 a.m. he's made us crack up like mad. He would just make up his own comedy, his own lines, and me and Shweta looking at one another and be like, dude, this is what stand-up comics do. Thank God we're just acting as them, because the level of improvisation is next level. The confidence on stage is next level. So very, very glad that he did that for us. Very sweet of him. I did only get to meet him on the day we were shooting, so we didn't speak about stand-up, but we spoke about our journeys, because we are probably the same age, and he was telling me how he was a lawyer and then he became a stand-up comic, and I could relate that to Deep because he was an engineer who's a stand-up comic. So in my head I was just trying to find references as to, oh, nice, this is how it happens. So good guy, fun guy, glad he's part of it, and now he's become a friend, so that's nice.
Yeah, I agree. He's just so fun to not just interact but also to watch. He's one of the most terrific stand-up comics we have.
You know why? Because he enjoys his own performance.
Yeah, he does.
He really enjoys himself on stage, and that's what I was consciously trying to do, to enjoy myself while doing stand-up comedy, and I think that's what Shweta also did.
My last question quickly to Saqib is, the last time that we connected for Crackdown, you told me a very interesting thing, which was कि हमें COVID की vaccine नहीं चाहिए, हमें hatred की vaccine चाहिए, which is something that made a lot of sense then, makes a lot of sense. I think it's just something that has been making sense ever since forever. And you did a very interesting thing, which I have been really wanting to talk to you about, which was that you decided to talk to your trolls. The people who've been saying all these really mean things. I mean, of course, people are saying really good things also, which I'm sure that you both encounter. But then there are a section of people who just have a problem with everything, and they just have to drive out the negativity somehow or the other. And you did a very interesting thing, was to invite them over a Zoom call and just try to understand कि भाई problem क्या है. So first of all, I just want to know, just tell me a little about it. Why did you think that doing this was perhaps something that you'd want to do? Because we've never seen something like this happening, because stars usually just ignore it or just sometimes reply thoda rudely या जो भी है. But you decided to sort of drive out the problem ka solution. Tell me a little about that.
I don't think I'm a star. I think I'm far from it. Being a star, no, genuinely, like we have bigger actors who are stars in the country. I think I'm a young actor who's trying to figure out the kind of work I want to do. I've been successful sometimes in doing that, and sometimes the films or the things I've done haven't worked. But that's part of the journey. And I really like to interact with my audience, so as to know how they think and what they feel, and what am I doing wrong, what am I doing right, just to gauge as to what is happening. So I read pretty much everything, and usually it doesn't affect me much. It doesn't put me in a really negative mindset. No. Initially it used to really bother me. It used to like pinch me, because till I did race 3 in my life, I had never been trolled. I had always been spoken about in good ways, that are good actor, this, that, interesting films. He does the Bombay talkies, Hawa Hawai, all that was being spoken. And then suddenly, I did this film and I got trolled, whatever, little for it. And then we moved on, and I did something good. Then they liked me again, and then there was this I would say minority of people, not majority, a minority of people who didn't seem to agree with anything I did. Whether I posted a picture with my mother, or whether I put out a film post, whether I said something on the migrant worker issue, or whether I spoke about CAB NRC, they always wanted to oppose me, and I have no problem in people opposing anybody. I think that's what point of views mean, right? You need to have a point of view. It cannot always be my point of view. Everybody can have their own, but the way you put it across. And I was reading it for the past month and a half, and then I'm like, समझ लेते ना यार, दिक्कत क्या है, problem क्या है, why is there so much hatred? We seem to ignore it, thinking it will go away. It's not. So let's face it, maybe there is something we are doing that is wrong, but I don't feel anything that anybody does justifies abusing them online. It's so easy to sit behind a computer screen and put a nakli display picture, have a name like Pooja from New Delhi or Rocky Singh 2000, like people like this, and just say whatever you want. And okay, it doesn't affect me so much, but I know people it affects. So I'm like, it does affect people. So what you're doing to their mental health, because we've made this time into a time where we're living in a social media world. So validation on social media has become extremely important, as wrong as it is, but it is becoming important. So we need to take care of the mental health of everybody. Yaar. So this call was a call just to be like, "Aa jao yaar, kya point of view hai? Batao, hear me out. Let's not fight. Let's not abuse one another. That's not what a discussion is. Let's understand." And I would be very happy to understand where you are coming from. But I had 100 people. So the Zoom call has a limit of 100 people, right?
Yes.
So there were 100 people, out of which all 100 were fans. No troll came. So this just takes me, like, what was supposed to be a troll fest became a love fest, and that just told me that love supersedes everything here. That there is nothing more beautiful than love. And I'm going to put up a video of that Zoom call that I recorded. It just overwhelmed me, that there's so many people who want so many good things to happen to you. They're waiting for, like, there was somebody who was waiting from 6 a.m. to be on this call. So I'm like, really, that's the kind of love I'm getting. So, and it also proved my other theory, that all these trolls are not real. They're people who don't exist. They are bots. They are created to create a perception. So we as a society, we are fighting a lot of things right now. And I thought this thing had to be called out, and hence I called it out.
I'm glad you did. And yes, clap for that. I'm really happy you did that. But on a lighter note, we have Comedy Couple, which has released now, which is now streaming. सबसे important बात ये है, and I'm sure that everybody out there.
कौन से प्लेटफॉर्म पे है श्वेता? कौन से प्लेटफॉर्म पे?
कौन सी श्वेता से पूछ रहे हो आप?
आपसे पूछ रहा हूँ यार.
It's on
वो तो श्वेता से रोज ही बात करते हैं.
Comedy Couple is on Z5. For everybody who has not watched it yet, please go and watch it. I'm really sure that you will sort of just be transferred into Deep and Zoya's very fun and very amazing, very positive world that you're definitely going to want to be a part of it. And it just has so many things that you're going to love about it. So I really hope that people out there go and watch the film. But it was
you don't
really
have to go anywhere. You just have to sit at home and watch it.
That's easier, no? That just makes it so much
घर पे बैठ के देखो यार, कहीं जाने की जरूरत नहीं है. 2 घंटे निकालो and बहुत मजा आएगा.
Definitely, I agree with you. Completely second on that. Well, thank you so much. I guess you guys have other interviews also lined up, so I'm not going to take a lot of your time. Thank you so much for connecting. It was really nice having the two of you, and all the very best for everything that's coming up.
Thank you so much,
Thank you, Shweta Rashmi.
Bye-bye, guys. Thank you.
Bye.